What makes you feel good? What floats your boat and makes your steps lighter? What puts a smile on your face without fail and even make your hump day blues disappear? Those are the kind of positive ideas we want to focus on because from this point and on, it's good vibes only. On Good Vibes Only, we invite some good people into the studio to talk about good things only. That is whatever makes us feel happy, whether it's food, mood, hood, or good. And today's good person with the good vibe is 우리 잘생긴 cellist, 솔다니엘 Kim. Woo! Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Right. First of all, to our listeners here out there, please introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello, it's me, Soldanieil Kim. The most Korean Austrian cellist that you're going to find on the planet. It's great to be here at Wonder Hours. Thank you for having me here.
Woo! Thank you for coming over here. First question. So your name is Soldanieil Kim.
Yes.
Sol is your first name or what is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's my first name. Yeah.
Sol.
Sol.
And Daniel is like your second name.
Yeah, it's like my middle name or
name.
my second name. Yeah, but everybody refers to me as Soldanieil these days.
And why is your English so good? Where did you grow up?
Oh, I grew up in Vienna, Austria.
Oh.
And yeah, actually you speak German there, but there was this one incident where I was stranded in Switzerland for 6 weeks in an orchestra camp where everybody was just speaking English and my English was very bad. But if you want to survive, you adapt, right? So after 6 weeks, I got where I am right now.
Wow. So you were in Vienna.
Yeah.
So did you have a lot of Vienna coffee? Woo!
Yes, totally. But the Vienna coffee in Korea is much better than Vienna.
Oh, Koreans, they know what to satisfy because customers are king.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so welcome here. You're not just a solo cellist, but also one half of a group, CelloGayageum.
Yes,
as a
exactly.
cellist of the group. So merging a classical instrument and a Korean instrument seems very unusual. How did that happen? Tell me about when did you first learn cello? You learned cello first, right?
Yes, exactly. I learned, I started learning the cello at the age of 6.
6!
That's crazy, right? Almost 30 years. Oh my God, I just told everybody my age. That's
Come
not
on, age is fine. You're young. You look young. 솔직히 everybody
Thank you.
right now who are watching on YouTube, tell him how young he look. So you actually learned when you're 6.
good. Yes.
Wow, when you're 6 years old, isn't the cello bigger than you are?
Normally you would think that, but luckily there are smaller sizes for kids
Smaller
as well.
size cello.
Yes.
Oh,
So I started on a quarter size, I think. It's
but
pretty
were
small.
you good at it at the beginning, or?
I mean, it depends how you define good. I mean, everybody's scratching around.
Did you like it, or was it like your parents?
Yeah. No. It was actually. I mean, of course I had the influence of my mother because she's an opera singer.
Really?
Yeah. So I was.
Your mom is an opera singer.
Yes.
Wow, so when she yelled at you, does she yell a lot at you?
Oh wow, that's a good question, but yeah, I think so. Yes, maybe.
Wow, that's why it's It's in your blood.
Yeah, kind of. So I mean, I was raised with classical music all around. So when I started, it was kind of natural for me to just do music. But no, I actually wanted to play the violin or piano.
Really?
Yeah.
Instead of cello.
Yes, but the reason why I shifted to cello is because I was in this music group where young kids go and learn about basic principles of music and stuff.
Right.
And after 2 years, they ask you, what kind of instrument would you like to play? And everybody was taking violin.
Piano.
So I said no, I'm going to do something different. I want to be different, so I'm going to take something bigger. So I wanted to play the double bass or cello. And then my mom said wait a second. I'm the person who has to carry
아들아,
it.
왜 제일 비싼 거 골랐어요?
So she said maybe cello, it's better because it's less heavy. So
a double bass is
it's at least twice as big
the
as the
super
cello.
big one.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it sound deeper? Because I really don't know about instruments.
Yeah. It's like the slowest string that you can get.
Did you watch the drama Wednesday? on the
Wednesday.
end flex thing.
Oh, no, not really.
Okay,
Sorry.
because there's a scene she actually played a cello, I think, I
Oh,
believe.
cool.
And it was
All
like,
right.
everybody was like, oh, 너무 멋있다.
Oh, that one. Like, oh, I know.
Painted Black, I think she was playing that.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
And everybody was like, wow, 멋있다, maybe I should learn cello.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
do a cover.
Oh,
Being Wednesday. Oh, today's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday! Woohoo!
That piece actually is not playable on the instrument.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's impossible to play in the way how it is made. So it's kind of
fictional.
Yes,
for
totally
the drama.
fictional. Yeah.
Okay, we were actually watching the video parts of Wednesday. You could just search for it.
But it's really cool. Like, the piece is
Oversized
really
violin, it's called. They say. 너무 웃기다. All right, so that's how you first learned, and then afterwards you chose to do cello, and then you keep doing it.
cool. Yes. Yeah.
안 힘들어요?
Oh, I mean, I actually enjoy it more than it is exhausting. I guess that's why I stick with it.
So your whole life you grew up in Austria.
Yes, most of it. Like about 20 years I spent in Austria, and then I went to Berlin, Germany for my master's studies. And that's where I actually met Dayoung, my Gaya금 partner, and my wife now.
Oh! By the way, FYI, ladies, I'm sorry, but you just heard it. He has a wife, so
Sorry.
sorry, no
Already
flirting
taken.
here. Hey, I'm still single. Hello. Just kidding. Oh, so afterwards, so when did you come to Korea then?
I came to Korea right when the pandemic was the worst at 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was crazy because the first time when I landed in Korea, I was brought into this facility where every foreigner has to go. Yes.
Quarantine. Oh,
Exactly, and I had to
jeez.
stay there for 2 weeks. It was kind of, I don't know. First, I felt very, very disrespected.
I know.
Right?
You feel it feels so inhuman.
Yeah,
the
right?
feeling of it. Yeah.
But then, when you're there and 2 weeks, the only thing that you are supposed to do is just sleep and eat. I think that was kind of okay.
Did you have your cello with you back then?
Yes, but
At least you have your cello.
yeah, but I didn't play because I could hear the guy next to me like whispering on the phone. So if I would have started playing, I think that wouldn't have been good.
Tell me about it. I don't want to be political, but please make some policy. In Korea, the architectures, I mean, the
Yeah.
walls are so thin.
Yes, exactly.
I
That's
can
true.
hear my neighbor turning on the aircon, you know? I'm like, 에어컨 켰네요. 짜증나.
Yeah, I feel
That's
ya.
why we have to be quiet. I do
Yeah.
agree. So after you came here, what brought you to Korea though?
The pandemic actually, because every concert in Europe was cancelled and I didn't have to do anything, despite being very desperate and very lonely. So my back then girlfriend, now wife, told me, "Hey, if you don't have anything to do anyways, just come to Korea and let's be together and let's write some new pieces together and stuff."
Wow, so you guys dated for quite a while already.
Yeah, that's true.
부럽다. Because if I start dating now, I think I could. It's okay. I have a.
You're totally young. You're fine. You're fine.
I have a new role model who is 정우성. Just kidding. All right. So I'm sure a lot of our listeners are actually very curious about this, cello, 가야금 combination, or about how, Daniel himself. Do people call you Daniel or Soulmo?
These days, I think a lot of people call me just Daniel.
Daniel more than
Yeah.
Soul. But what do you prefer?
I
Soul
prefer.
means sun, right?
Actually, it has a lot of meanings. But originally, the Korean meaning of it is pine tree.
Soul.
Yeah.
Soul.
Evergreen pine tree.
Wow. Your
Yeah.
parents are deep. Right. Evergreen pine tree.
I'll let them know.
Yeah, please
Thank
tell
you.
them. All right, so I think some of our listeners might be curious about all the things, the unit combination, everything. So, of course, meanwhile, everybody is at shop 8150 for 51 or more. Meanwhile, we're going to listen to a song titled Ot.
Yeah.
It's actually from your group, 첼로가야금.
Yes,
Can you tell us
exactly.
about this song? What is Ot?
So Ot is the title piece of our second album, which is called 2.0. And Ot is the short form of onmori. And onmori is a Korean traditional 장단 rhythm pattern. And the special thing about it is that it is in 5. So it's kind of 엇갈려. Like you're supposed to hear it not in a regular fashion. It's more like Irregular, exactly.
Oh, so we should pay attention at the pattern of it.
Yeah, kind of. But actually, I'm playing just a nice bass groove, and I think you can groove with it pretty nicely.
Ooh, everybody, time to groove. Let's listen to this song right away. This is CelloGayageum with Art. Wow, that was amazing. We were just laughing about, we were reading the messages. And that's right, that was actually taught by CelloGayageum. And we were chatting about a lot of things and we saw a lot of messages, so we're going to read right away. Siska Adriani say, love this traditional music instrument. And Mata Hari's message, can you read for us, please?
Oh, okay, all right. First time that I'm reading something like that. So
yes.
Mata Hari says, what a handsome gentleman Mr. Soldanieil Kim saw the ring. Oh, thank you.
Ring?
But maybe it was a reflection. I didn't bring my ring these days.
You mean my ring? Which I'm single?
Okay,
this is a ring I bought for myself.
Oh, maybe
okay?
I should make a ring out of this.
I know.
My wife's not gonna
Your
like
wife
this.
is like, 자기야, 너 오늘 왜 반지 안 끼고 나왔어요?
Oh no.
Why did you not wear your ring? I think she saw the pictures, that's why.
Oh,
Kitty girl.
great.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
And Marry Me says, like, Xander and Daniel, happy Wednesday. It was good to see a good-looking people for this day. Lol. Great.
It's always nice to see good-looking people. Kitty Girl 140 say, I feel like I'm at Joseon era when I listening to traditional music. Hello, Daniel Kim. Wow, you're so handsome. By the way, nice to meet you. How old are you, Daniel Kim? I think he around late 20s.
Oh.
His accent also so great. Thumbs up.
Great.
Late 20s, see?
Thank you. Oh, totally.
What's
yeah.
your secret for keeping yourself so young?
Oh, a lot of love and sports.
Sports, I'm going to get to that very soon. But he is actually 2 years younger than I am.
Oh.
But he looks so much younger.
You look younger than me. Come on.
No! Thank you. Okay, 그냥 받아드릴게요. Kimberly also has a message here. Say, for a second, I thought he was 20. Wow!
Great.
받아들여야 돼. 받아야
Thank
돼.
you.
No,
Thank
but
you.
he actually from near, I could see his skin. 되게 타고난 피부예요. His skin is really good. It's born to. Sanda Tommy's message. Can you read for us?
국악 가야금과 클래식 첼로의 조합 미쳤다. Cello and 가야금 is a meeting of classical music and 국악. Were there any difficulties when you first started performing together? I read somewhere that cello can make the part of your chest where the instrument rests turns dark.
Is that
true?
I think what she means. Okay, first question. Yes, 가야금 and cello. Were there any difficulties when you first started performing together as a group?
Actually, it's very interesting that you asked because people say or keep saying that music is a universal language, but culture differences still are there. And the way how you feel rhythm in the Western traditional world and Korean world is totally different. So the first time when we played together, this kind of hope, like the way how we breathe and feel the rhythm was kind of different. So we had to adjust to each other. That was kind of difficult, I guess.
And also, because a lot of people, let's say violin, I know because like one of the famous violinists these days, Danny Koo, he was like, playing violin, I could see his left chin.
Yeah.
There's a bump, and he's like, yeah, that's what you do for always playing violin because you have to clip the violin on your jaw, right?
Yeah.
What about you? What about cello? Does it actually make your chest
that's what's
dark?
That's what's here. Okay. Yes, it's true. It gets dark over time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you have to lean on it all the time.
Yes, exactly.
근육 키우면요? If you have chest muscle, is that going to be a natural cushion?
I guess. I mean, if you get pumped like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I guess.
You might break the cello, and cellos are expensive.
Totally.
Yeah. So we were actually talking off air about something very interesting because we were talking about 가야금 and all these things, and that was exactly the question. Like, when you first started, how did it happen? Because your teammate, your bandmate, is actually your ex-girlfriend because now she's your wife.
Yes, exactly.
What happened? How did that happen? Did you guys date it first or form the band first?
It actually happened at the same time.
와, 나도 밴드 하나 만들래요. How?
So very interesting. So she was part of this exchange program of her university where she was in Berlin and teaching 가야금 at the culture center there. And I was at the time just finishing my studies and starting to just playing some gigs in a classical sense. And the Korean Culture Center invited me to play together with her some pieces that were pre-arranged. And that's how I met her. And I thought first of all, when I saw her, I was like, oh, pretty girl. So I'm going to talk to her. And then I also thought maybe we could do something together, just the two of us.
뻥치지 마요. Do something together, just the two of us was probably an excuse so that 우리 같이 cello 할까요? And then just like invite her as an excuse, right? 솔직히 맞지? I'll be nice. Okay.
No, but it's kind of half true. It's true, yeah. Like, sure, totally. Come on. Who am I kidding? So yeah, but I thought maybe it would be interesting to play together because me just being raised in Austria in Europe, I've never seen a gaya금 before, so it was very interesting to see the instrument first time live. But also at the same time, I felt kind of familiar with the instrument, despite seeing
strings. That's why.
Yeah, I think so. And also, it's gonna sound a little bit cheesy, but I think it's because of the Korean blood that's in my veins.
Right.
So something resonated with me. So I thought I should play together with this instrument. So we started working together. And then our first piece came to life, which is called 몽한 Dreamlike Fantasy. And that's how our relationship started as well.
Wow, that's it. And you guys started dating and you guys formed a band together.
Yes, exactly.
Whose idea was it to form a band, you or her?
I think it was just, first we just started with the piece and we started just playing it to people who we knew, like friends. And they said, like, you totally should be a group. You totally should be a group.
Partner in crime.
And yeah, and we thought, okay, let's do it then. If people think that it's good enough, we'll try. And that's how we landed here. Yeah.
Wow, and that's how you guys started and also started dating. Then why do you guys, like, as a couple, I'm sure, being a couple, you guys also have, like, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Argu하면 어떻게 같이 공연, 괜찮아요? Was it fine to perform? Like, will you not be like, 갑자기 today you feel you guys, like, argued and in bad mood, so the cello will be like, and the 가야금 will be like, strumming more power, or like...
Yeah, it's a good question. And you're not going to believe me because I'm going to say something very cheesy again. If we have an argument and we play the instruments together, we actually resolve our problems through music.
Wow! My goodness!
Yeah. And people are going to say, like, don't lie, come on, that's pre-scripted. But it's true. Like, once we were on a cruise ship and we were playing and we were trapped in the ocean.
Wow.
And we had a huge fight. But we had to perform. And so we had to rehearse, and she was like, as you said, I was like this, and she was like this, like do. But then we had to rehearse, and then suddenly we started playing together. It got softer, and then at the end,
hearts synchronized.
Yeah, kind of, and then we were fine.
Wow,
it's interesting.
너무 좋겠다. It's Titanic with a happy ending. 아이, 너무 좋아. So actually, a lot of people, so it's been 8 years since you formed the band, and a lot of people have been curious about 가야금.
Yeah.
A lot of our listeners here, even Marry Me, was like saying, also Kilig, the love story about you guys. Kilig is like so heart-fluttering, like, 심쿵해. And 가야금, actually, a confession, I never really told anybody, but last year onwards, I was really stressed about, UKISS, like my group, K-pop industry, and I actually started learning 가야금.
No way!
Because 가야금 people, so I was very happy when I saw, wow! Fortunately and unfortunately, your wife is not here, so I couldn't ask her about it, but you definitely know about it. So 가야금, a lot of people like saying, oh, 가야금, isn't that a girl-played instrument? That I was like, I always tell them, yeah, that's a stereotype, that's how I want to do it. Because the original 선생님 who wrote the book is actually a guy. I forgot his name. I think it's Yoon or something, 선생님. But he was a guy who played 가야금, so I learned. It's difficult.
Yeah,
It's plugging, flicking, strum, everything.
Exactly.
And your finger is like, ow. But the sound of it just makes me very in peace.
Yeah,
So,
totally, right?
yeah,
The sound of the instrument, especially the strings, I think they're made out of silk. And that's what it gives its character, I think.
Right.
And I also tried to pluck it, and I got blisters immediately. And I was
맞아요.
like, it's crazy.
The blister form in you. But like you say, it's part of, I don't know, it's like the blood in you. It's a cultural side in you that make you even want to embrace it even more.
Yes.
It's like 되게 매력 있어요
맞아요.
when you see it. Oh, man. That's why I was so excited to ask you about all these things. And oh man, we're all these questions without knowing. I didn't even read here, but we already covered all about your life story, your love story. 8 years now. How can I TMI? I want to ask you guys what happened. So how did you guys decide to get married? Was there like a proposal?
It's very funny that you ask. I mean, first before I met my wife, I was like totally. I'm not gonna get married. I'm just gonna be single. I'm just gonna be an artist.
Oh,
I'm gonna enjoy my life.
It's always this kind of people.
And then I met my wife, and we were together for a long time. Like, and after 6 years, we said like, okay, let's get married. And I think it was at the point where it didn't matter anymore if we got married or not. It was just 절차. It was
very
just,
naturally, right? So basically, nothing really changed between the relationship and your band. Like being married, it's just the same thing together.
So it's totally the same thing. Totally. Whoa. One day we were sitting together in the living room, and I was just asking her like, "Do you feel different?" And she's like, "No."
Just the
So
same.
it's totally
Everything's the
same.
same.
Yeah.
Oh, 부럽다. What about the songwriting process? How is it usually like? Do you like make the melody first, or how do you guys like work together?
It's also a very interesting question. We jam a lot together. So we just improvise on the spot.
Really?
Yeah.
And you record it while jamming?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
And then after maybe 1 or 2 hours of jamming and exchanging some ideas, brainstorming in the essence, we pick out the stuff that we like and we piece that together into a nice piece.
멋있다. That's so cool. Wow. And you guys can also check out the music video. It's on YouTube, actually. If you search for like 첼로가야금, you could see them performing. And I like how sometimes they're performing in front of like famous monuments.
Yeah.
In Korea, right?
Yeah,
in Seoul and everywhere. That's so interesting.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you have more questions here, don't worry. You still have time to ask him everything. And meanwhile, it's time for another song break. Let's listen to 일랑일랑 by FKJ as well as Butterfly by J. That was FKJ, 일랑일랑, and Jae Butterfly. And I heard that both of these song choices were actually from you.
Yes.
Why did you choose this song? Tell us about this song.
So FKJ is an artist that I really admire, just as an artist, as an instrumentalist, as a musician. He's the same age as me. It's crazy. And the talent that he brings to the audiences is amazing. Like,
FKJ.
Yeah, like you have to listen to his most famous song, which is called Dayoung. And he collabed together with Masego.
Wow, all their names are so unique.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's great.
I only know JFK, but now I know FKJ, everybody. It's not John F. Kennedy. And also the other song, Jae
Yeah, Jae Butterfly. Like Jae he's now referred to as Park Juna. He's a very talented singer, songwriter. And I was together with him on Superband 2.
Oh, you went to the infamous Superband. How was the experience there? You must have suffered a lot.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right.
Like making songs in that short time period was quite stressful.
Yeah. Wow, you're a survivor. Anybody who survived from this kind of program, I really admire them. 진짜 대단합니다. So of course we have a lot of messages here. Siska and Rihanna's message is a reply to FKJ's song, I think. She was saying that nice instrument, so relaxing, 하트, lovely love story about you. 너무 좋아요.
Great.
Marry Me's message. You want to read for us?
Yeah, loving the Butterfly song. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him later. I'm like Xander. When I hear some younger than me already married and wonder how their love story started and act like wow and excited to learn what happened to them.
Right? It's so amazing to hear this kind of stories, but at the same time, it's so sad because you yourself is still stuck being single. But I guess we all have the timing.
Yes.
Right? At the right timing, things will happen.
Yes.
Mildred also has a reply to the song Butterfly saying, this song is good while having a coffee and reflecting on few things. Really, for me, I prefer the FKG song, 일랑일랑.
Yeah.
Because those are the songs these days I would like to just have a quiet time without any lyrics, just just leave me alone. I just want to relax kind of music. 너무너무 좋아. So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm joined by Cellist and one half of 첼로가야금. So Daniel Kim for this week's Good Vibe Only. And earlier you were saying that you do exercise also, so outside of music. Like what's your hobbies or passions? Do you do other things rather than cello?
Yes, I'm totally into climbing these days.
Climbing? What kind of climbing?
Bouldering. So it's indoor climbing just below the height of 5 meters without any secure harness or something.
Oh no!
Yeah. So it's kind of the equivalent of sprinting, and there's the other equivalent of like running for a marathon, which is like sports climbing, where you go up like 30 meters on a harness.
Wow, you need a strong grip and back muscle to actually go up.
Exactly.
Climb up.
Exactly.
Wow, how good are you at it? I haven't tried it. I don't want to try because I know I'm going to break my arms.
Oh no, it's going to be fun. If you try it, it's really relaxing actually, because it's it's just you and the wall, nothing else.
It's strategic.
Yes, exactly.
Do you go alone or with your wife? Or?
I used to go with my wife, but then my wife kind of injured herself once, and then she said,
안 돼.
Yeah, but it was a small injury, but she was like, I'm afraid if I injure myself before a concert, I'm not going to be able to play, so I'm going to be
That's what I'm worried, you too.
Yeah, so that's why I don't go 1 week before concerts, but other than that, I try to go regularly. I'm doing it now for, I think, 3 years now, I think.
Wow, that's a long 3 years. That looks easy, and it gives people a toxic thinking like, I could do it.
Yeah, totally.
People, right? But when people try, they're like, wow, 생각보다 진짜 어렵다, climbing, bouldering. It's really not easy. Which area do you bowl around?
I mean, there's this great
because there are a lot of places.
Yes, right? It's called The Climb, and they have a lot of centers around Seoul. And I mostly go to the one that's in Sinlim. Sinlim역, there is a very nice one there, and also in Yangjae. So I go all over the place.
Wow, real climber here. If anybody sees him, remember to say hi to him, all right? What other hobbies do you do? What do you like to do on your rest days? Because people like you have to get inspiration from music. Do you like watch movies? What do you like to do?
Oh, that's interesting, because these days my schedule is very full, so I don't even get to climb these days.
Oh, so, good to be busy.
Yeah, that's actually very, very nice. But also sometimes I just wish I could just go for a climb or just go for a walk with my dog and my wife. So I think spending time with my wife is my other hobby.
Wow! PD님 is now like, wow, what did he just say? FYI, PD님 is married also with her lovely husband, but they're the very realistic couple out there. Check out Brian Ju's radio and you could see some of her marriage advice, which is so realistic. And we are also going to have more song break here. And these 2 songs, apparently, you also chose these 2 songs. The first one is Primary with 물음표, ?
Yes.
Why do you choose this one?
I like this song a lot because of the beats and the sound, like the way how it's mixed and the vibes that it gives to me, because it reminds me of my early 20s.
Right.
When I was partying a lot with my parents. I said almost with my friends. Oh my God, not with my parents.
Wow, I was surprised. Like, oh, 부모님이랑 같이 클러빙하는 건가요? Wow.
Yeah.
And the other song, it's Peggy Go. It goes like na na na.
Yeah, I mean. When I was working with my wife on songs, we were always trying to work out some way of bringing our music to the masses. So we are like juggling around with Dayoung song. Right. And then I just stumbled over this song and I thought, this is great. Just it gives good vibes and it has some daechang in it and stuff. So I thought it's great. So I just wanted to listen to it.
For those who doesn't know, Peggy is actually a very 대단한 사람. She's not just a model or DJ. She actually has background doing music. She plays piano. And this song, like, it goes like na na na. And she had a remix version of Can't Get You Out of My Head. Kylie Minogue. She did a remix version. That one is also really good. So actually, I really think she's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably a hard thing to be in 대중성, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to make music which is more commercial and mass would love it, right?
Yes.
Instead of like too artistic.
Exactly.
Oh, but so far you guys are doing so well. And you're so busy for 2024, so that's good. We're going to listen to this 2-song pick from Daniel, of course. This is Primary with 물음표, followed by Peggy Go. This is It Goes Like Na Na Na. We just had Peggy go with It Goes Like Na 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 Na, and before that it was Primary and his song 물음표 ? We have a few more messages here for Daniel, of course, because we're here with Good Vibes Only. Siska Adriani say, please invite Daniel's wife to the show next time.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I heard about the good news.
Yeah.
Yes, gonna be a father very soon.
Yes.
Next year.
Yes.
So I think it's just gonna be so perfect after a safe delivery. Perhaps when PD님 comes back, when Hanim comes back, everybody's back, we could all have like a
reunion.
재밌겠다.
재밌을 것 같아요. Yeah.
What if I'm the only single one back then?
Oh, come on.
By then 노력해볼게요.
Good.
안 돼. 속도 위반 안 돼. Anyway, Kitty Girl also say, Daniel Kim, such a romantic hubby. I do agree. You're very nice. Because even off air, he was saying like, oh, I don't want to leave my wife alone. Like, you guys are like really best friends.
Yes, we are.
Right?
Yeah.
Good friends, but also married. That is what marriage is supposed to be. It's not something like slavery or all these things, right?
Yeah.
That's a good example. Preach it. Do you guys do YouTube channels?
Oh, we have an official channel as CelloGayageum, but not as a couple. We were thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Maybe someday we'll try to start.
Yeah, you should show people because I think you guys are a really good example as a healthy relationship.
Oh,
so you
thank
could
you.
give tips or maybe even this time how to like preparation for being a father.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 이런 거. I think that would be fun. So our question, 2024, what is a keyword you would say that could summarize your 2024?
My 2024 was travel.
Travel, you travel a lot.
Yeah, we travel a lot. Like with CelloGayageum, we had 2 tours in the States.
Wow.
So in the beginning of 2024, we were there for 1 month. We had like 19 shows. And
wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that was crazy. And we were touring not only in one state, we were touring across the states. So I was driving a lot. And then we were back in May also. Mm-hmm. And then we also toured in Japan and also France. And
wow, all around the world.
Yeah, that was
and both of
crazy.
your instruments are really huge.
Yes, they are.
Yeah?
It's pretty expensive to carry them around because I have to buy an extra seat for my cello.
Oh, really?
It should never go into the luggage because
Why?
if that gets destroyed, you'll lose a house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's too expensive. So it's cheaper to buy a seat.
My 가야금, I actually brought it to Bangkok last year when I was shooting a movie there.
Yeah.
And it was like, I just put it in the luggage place.
Yeah.
Mine is cheaper than a 노래방, so it's okay. Yeah, but it was expensive though. So,
yeah. Because, and also Dayoung, they charge you a lot for just oversized.
Right,
so.
extra baggage and stuff, yeah. 협찬 좀 해주세요.
Please.
그래도 국악인데. All right, so what about 2025? What is your future plan?
So becoming a father is, I think, number 1 on the list.
Woo!
And then, of course, also I'm gonna try to do some solo projects while my wife is recovering. Mm-hmm. And after that, I think we're gonna be back on the roads, hopefully, pretty soon.
Okay. Also, it's gonna be cello without 가야금 for the time being. And then later, it's gonna be cello가야금 again.
Yes.
Nice. So 2025, hopefully, it's gonna be an amazing year for you.
Thank you.
Good that you had a busy 2024.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give our regards to your wife also, and yeah, thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so it's already time to say goodbye. And remember, everybody, we've come to the end of today's 1 hour. But as always, today's Good Vibes Only will be posted on our YouTube page at youtube.com/@KBS World English. So be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications that you won't miss anything fun. And also remember to follow CelloGayageum. Do you have like YouTube channel? Just
Yes.
CelloGayageum 치면 되죠?
Yeah, you just type in CelloGayageum on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We're going to say goodbye to you with 2 songs, actually. The first song is Paul Blanco with 다가갈게요, coming to you, followed by Big Naughty, Hero Death, featuring Shion. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me here.
Right. This has been Alexander, and of course, Daniel Kim, and our producers, 홍소령, 권채령, and writer Liz. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow. Bye!